The accounting standard will help me to be able to know associated cost of assets that need to be captured in my books by way of recognition. Nti saa nneɛma no ɛna board no anaasɛ management no wɔhwɛ ho nyinaa na wɔatumi ayɛ put in controls. Meka those responsible for internal controls. If una were responsible for internal controls within our organization, they say na ayɛ de yɛfa no line by line na ma abɔ within. Nti mɛstart yɛ microphone wɔ no sɛ ɛne de wokita ide a menyɛ mfi wo nsɛm nkɔmmɔ bi. Fɛfɛɛfɛ bi nso wɔ ha. Nti mɛmove from here na macross ne sei. Nti if na ɛyɛ responsible for developing internal control systems within our organization. Management. Patrol me dase. Na ansa na wobe develop internal controls in. Then nneɛma na wɔhwɛ so ansa na wɔatumi develop internal controls. Mekeka nneɛma bi sɛ wɔhwɛ so. Metumi ama obi ansa wɔ ha ama.
Preventive control.
One of the types of control and also easy. But make say some management and answer na will be develop one internal controls. There are some powers be and maybe a wash answer na get to me develop internal controls. Beefy baby. And then yama. Communication and so you can say let be a communicate controls. But your communication necessary maker. Like I said, the management can draw their responsibilities from legislation, accounting standards, rule of law. In this area, maybe say, I want to make sure in case it was Sharia no you. The responsibility is drawn from the combination of legislation, common law principle, and accounting standards. Many assets our me institution. Many assets. How do I recognize those assets in my books? Okwambe nso na asset metumi atwerɛtwerɛ no ho nneɛma ɛwɔ me book mu. Then cost ɛna ɛsɛ sɛ metumi capture ɛwɔ me books no mu. So what my discount I say I make capture as cost of asset and there be to me the accounting standard will help me to be able to know associated cost of assets that need to be captured in my books by way of recognition. Nti sɛ nneɛma no ɛna board no anaasɛ management no wɔhwɛ ho nyinaa na wɔatumi ayɛ put in controls. As part of internal control procedures, segregation of duties. So, work should be divided among staff. One person should not initiate a process and end the process. There is a need for segregation of duties. No one person has control over the entire activity. By way of authorization, recording, custody of assets should be performed by different employees. Mijije miska masang de akɔ bank. Medical bank wie ma ayɛ ho accounts. Meyɛ ho accounts wie ma ayɛ bank reconciliation. Me wie ma sanya review. Sɛ me first can be the ebesi den kra na obi ahu. Nti yɛnyɛ ne saa. Ɛsɛ sɛ adwuma no yɛkyekyɛ mu kakra. At the same time, sɛ mmea matwerɛ sɛ yɛnkɔtɔ ade ma me. Na abehu mmea na mesan ma approval. Na ntɛntɛm ade no wobehu ya makɔyi sika makɔ akɔtɔ. Woyɛ saa na ade no kɔ na ɛyɛ 1 cedi. Na mebɛka 10 cedis a. Na koraa na obetumi aboa na yɛhu. Nti it is never done. Ɛnyɛ good control system. And the control system is a segregation of duties. Nipa baako nyɛ adwuma nkɔwie. Meyɛ driver. Mea na me request phone ru no. Na mea makɔtɔn. Na mea mede sika aba. Na ɛberɛ a mede sika no aba no, ɔngaka akyerɛ me sɛ mankasa memfa me sika nkɔ bank. Wɔnyɛ ne saa wɔ baabi a, it's not a good control mechanism. So the work activity should be divided among staff so that one person will not start the process and at the same time end the process. See examples no yɛakeka ho asɛm. Mo adwuma mu hɔ ɛyɛ adɛn na moyɛ? Na ogyigye sika no na adwuma bɛn biom na ɔyɛ? Na ɔyɛ cashier wɔ ha? Mmarima na ɛyɛ cashiers wɔ ho. W'adwuma yɛ dɛn?
I'm the administrator and I keep the records of our expenses and I keep our petty cash book.
Nti wo keep records na we give you petty cash. Before a obi bɛba a wobɛma no sika no, dɛn na wohwɛ ansa na woama no sika no?
Okay, I look at what they are going to buy. Mostly they come for money to buy production supplies, and when we are going to do delivery, we have to fuel our vehicles. So when they come, I look at the items they want to buy. I look at the places, when it comes to delivery, I look at the places he's going to deliver goods to, and I'll look at the amount that, based on experience with the amount that we spend in terms of sending goods, I will give money to him. And when he goes, we try to get receipts to some of the expenses, but sometimes we're not able to get receipts to some of the expenses. So what we do is that I give him a petty cash voucher and he tries to keep records of every expenditure that he makes. And when he comes, I will evaluate that and sign off. And I'm also accountable to the CEO. So at the end of every month, I prepare a petty cash book and send it to her. She also evaluate that and reconcile with the amount that was given to me.
So please, who authorized for the release of the money? When they bring their petty cash to you, what and what do you look out for before you issue the money to them?
As I said, I evaluate I look at what they told me that they are going to buy. Okay, so as I said, I keep the petty cash book because we are into production. Day in, day out, we undertake petty expenses. So what is usually given to me, the money that is usually given to me is for us to undertake those petty expenses. So the money comes from the CEO. From there, we have only two people that can come to me for money, and that is the head of production and the driver who is in charge of doing delivery. So they are the only two people authorized to come to me for money. So when they come, when the head of production comes, I look at what they need, the items that they need for that day, and the amount that it will cost them. And I'll give her the money to go and buy. And from there, I'll evaluate the receipts that they bring. And the driver too, I also look at where we are to do deliveries to on that particular day. And based on experience, I'll look at how much that will cost and I'll give money to him. So when he also comes, I'll also look at the expenses that were incurred, and that is it. So that is basically the system when it comes to how we spend daily. Yes.
So to what amount can you approve? When the fuel is, let's say, 2,000, can you approve it?
The highest we can spend on a fuel is like 700.
700.
That's why I said it's petty expenses.
So if it is 800, you cannot pay.
No, we've never.
So
we don't
you
buy.
have a limit.
Yes.
Okay. Later you walk us through again, and we'll try to identify some control weaknesses within your operation.
Okay.
Who is working at the delivery section? Can you also walk us through whatever you are doing?
But the final delivery no. Menya orders na ma go through administrator na administrator ama approve say yebetimi aye delivery na ama no. Nti scanner me meje wo no expenses bia me no me tro for any order maybe I sending akọ maybe Takrade. So Takrade no expenses na maybe I meko Metro Mass be na wamame receipt a for expenses a ebeko na me nso me de abre no for delivery no.
Then document na wo hwe say wo ka say ya wo ko Metro Mass na wo akọ send it. Hey, wo nya bribi a wo hwe so say before I made do Metro Mass and say and say what it tree.
Do you understand that?
What's the American say? So okay, yankasa no ka say answer na abekwa administrator hon ukọ Metro Mass na wakwa akọhwe say bi wo ho a wo deliver niama akọ bi wo ho a Cape Coast ana say bi wo ho a Mampong Akuapem ana bi wo ho a Accra no waye inti den document and I would the Metro Mass no answer na wakwa administrator no
based on what they say beba na wamame approve say bia ye beye and ebetimi aye nipa 3 or 4 and so me man orders no wamame approve.
What I want to find out from him is about the documentation. What document does he received in terms of order? Maybe number A has put an order of 500 cartons. Another person has put an order of 200 cartons. It has been sent to the CEO or the head of production to find out whether they will be able to deliver all this. So the source document, you have to get a source document. You will seek approval before he moves to the Metro Mass to be able to ascertain the cost of delivery. That is it. It's coming from a different department. Oh, okay.
So the hono is still your platform be ever hono say obi any ata you receive calls say obi free bia or tamale ya me hia bia 2 cartons na e dia top platform so ya omo in charge of delivery no the top platform so a then no omo free nipa no na e dia ma driver the call station na ese be Metro Mass each box bia no ewo nia omoje say owia then na or the receipt na sa top platform no so and the yen nyina ya so na yen hu say sa nipa na wo tamale no free no ni no is delivered na yen hu na say o trace kan so a yin na beba so no or the send it to platform so mo say asumasi abeji 2 cartons we train sika na expenses are on do no kwa obe ni nyina so o sa top platform so ni nyina no yen nyina yen hu o platform no so nti call me my friend me here 2 cartons watermelon. So I'm not friend me na to say asumasi with this number or watermelon so here 2 cartons. Then now more problems so me responsible now that take over. No my friend panel. Then now I'm just send it. Before that no say means I almost so send the music momo. Nti say ba na nipa na no so e sa ayin so e da to from say watua ato so. Say e kon so na o say ayin so say the so say oh it is delivered. Tenipa nsa ka dan so airport bi amen saka duro no ni nyina wo the same platforms nti nyina je koso nyina yina yehu bi nti yena de so say enkoya e frese chale ekwa no se enkoye e denti na enkoye aha nti sana akoye
yo